Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've already watched some of my videos. It's time to, well, it's overtime to do my June monthly check-in. If you didn't know, I was on vacation. That's why this video is delayed. I literally just got back, I think it was a couple of days ago. Time has lost all meaning at this point. But so I'm jumping right back into the thick of things and getting these videos out for you guys. If you would like to see a paycheck by paycheck breakdown of my cash envelopes and the spending I did during the month of June, do check out my bi-weekly check-ins, which will be right up in this corner. This is just kind of an overview to go over the month and to let you know how much my electronic payments specifically cost, because some of them do vary and don't necessarily reflect my budgeted amount. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So for my income, I did make the $1,256.89, both for the two paychecks. So let's just kind of dive right in. So you'll notice there's pencil. I'm not sure how well it picks up, but that's just because that way I don't fumble like I did last monthly check-in. This makes it much easier, and that way I don't have to worry about going between notes and whatnot. So first up is my rent. It is always going to be the $520, so that is at a 0, which is good. For my phone, this is the last month I'm doing the $25.75 because I did change plans, and now my bill is $46.49, not $51.50 as it was before. So this is the last time it'll have such a large difference, which means I'm in the positive by $5.01. For electricity, it did cost $99, not the $300 as budgeted. If you want to see why I budgeted that much, do check out my very first video where I break down why I'm budgeting $300 a month for electricity, no matter if it's owed that month or not. So that means I had a remainder of $201. For Netflix, it came out to $13.99 as per usual. So that left me with 1 cent. Not that's good because we don't do pennies in Canada anymore. So for my bank fees, it did end up coming to $6.45, which left me with $16.05 from the budgeted. I'll just move you up a little bit as well. For my provincial loan, it was the $107.71 that it always is, so 0. The same goes for my federal loan, which was $513.53, which makes this 0. For my savings, I did put away $100, which left me with 0. My insurance was $17.16 as usual, which left me with 0. And so my debt snowball. Okay, I'm putting a pause on it for a couple of months. My mom is unsure if she's going to be able to get the entire amount needed to pay my brother's tuition fees, and he is trying to get student loans, but we're thinking he's going to be denied for a really stupid reason. I'm not even going to go into it, but I am going to set some money aside to see if I can help, so my mom doesn't have to go even further into debt than she already is, or to refinance the house, because I do want to try and keep them from doing that. So I am going to say that it is a debt snowball payment, but what I actually mean for the next few months until probably August, end of August, and maybe even into September, that means the money I've set aside for my brother at this point. So I did have $250, which I am going to put as a positive because technically that's above and beyond what I anticipated. So that is $97.64 over what I anticipated. For the total actual spent, it did come to $1,674.33. For my plus minus differential, it was $319.70 remaining that I saved, which was good. And I'm gonna just put the zeros here so it doesn't get confusing. Anyway, so that was good. And then my cash envelopes, I didn't have as much left over as I normally do because I did do my trip, and so what that meant is a lot of my money went towards the trip, and I spent all my trip money. Look for a breakdown probably next week sometime. So that's all gone. So what actually happened with my cash envelopes, and if you want a breakdown of the week by week, again, look at my bi-weekly check-ins video. So for giving, I did give $240 total, which left me with a zero differential. For restaurants, I believe I had $70, and that was the 60 plus I had some left over from the previous month, and I did put all that towards my trip, so that's a zero. For my fun money, I did spend $40 because, again, it went to my trip money. My trip money's all gone, so that is a zero differential as well. For groceries, it was a total of $95, and I spent $91.40 of that, which leaves me with a positive $360. Wow, I'm just blowing through this, guys. I feel good. For my bus pass, as normal, it is $78, which leaves me with a plus of $2. For my trip money, I had a total of $620, and I spent it all because we did extend the vacation a bit. So that leaves me with a plus minus of 0. And actually, once I do my final budget video for my vacation, which once I get the breakdown from my landlords will be posted, I will probably be over this, and I'll reflect that I'll do that. I'll show you guys that. So this doesn't necessarily reflect what the ultimate outcome is because I do owe them some money for the trip. So yeah, and then for gifts, I had 50. I spent $35, which left me with $15, which means for my total spent, it was $1,189.40. For my remainder left, which is positive, I had $20.60. So, cash envelopes, they're going good. I am staying on budget with that. So that's really good, and I'm glad they're working how they're supposed to be. For my, hold on guys, I gotta move some stuff. Debt payments, oh my goodness, I'm so sideways. For my debt payments, again, I only made the $621.24. That is my normal payment towards my debt, plus $0 for debt snowball right the second. If it turns out my brother doesn't need that money or doesn't need the entirety, whatever I have will go towards my debt. I promise. So my debt payment was $621.24. For my savings, I realized last month I forgot to do this. Sorry, it was a rush. I was trying to get it done before I went on vacation, and yeah, never again. So I do have $780.38 in my emergency fund, plus the $250 that I set aside in case my brother needs it. I'm not going to total this up because this is not going to be in my savings for more than a couple of months. So I don't want to combine them because then it just doesn't reflect the situation accurately. And so I do realize I forgot a couple things. So in May, I did have a wisdom teeth extraction. I can't recall the exact amount, and I do believe the receipt is somewhere on my table. I just need to clean it because, again, unpacking made a mess. Still haven't gotten around to cleaning it, although to be fair, it's also only been a couple of days. So I'm gonna guesstimate that was around $725 that I had to pay out of pocket because my insurance would have covered it all. However, I had already made a claim when I went to see the dentist. And then again, when I had to see the oral surgeon to do a preliminary setup for my wisdom teeth. So I did have to pay quite a bit out of pocket. I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. It needed to happen, and the faster it happened, the better. So that came out of my savings, which is why it did take quite a dip, because I had set money aside for it, but not quite that much from my income tax return. So that is one reason. And then in June, I had set aside money for my hockey season tickets, and that came due just before I left for my trip, and it actually totaled $492. And I did pay that in full because, again, I did set that money aside from income tax time specifically for that purpose. So those two things are why this total savings has taken quite a dip. I am putting $100 aside every month for my savings, and I'm going to continue to build that up so that, for example, if something happens with my dental and I've already maxed out my plan, I'm not going to be going further into debt to pay for that if it's an emergency. But yeah, so that is all I really had for you guys for today. If you're looking to hear stories of my trip or to see a haul video, those are coming. And if you're watching this after I've already posted the haul videos, then I will put the playlist somewhere up here so that you can find all of those fun vacation videos. And finally, my last little spiel. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell icon to be notified whenever I post. Do like and comment my videos. I love interacting with you guys, and I do try and reply quickly. The only exception is, of course, when I'm on vacation, because I do try and I still pay attention to the notifications, but I don't necessarily respond because I'm trying my best to stay deconnected and enjoy the vacation time that I do have. But yeah, so that's all from me. Until next time, bye.